Okay, this is part 2 on our discussion on the link between spirit, mind, and body. If you haven't watched part 1, please do so. It should be the video just before this one. But first, let's go find our wonderful diagram. It's still there. Oh, but we lost the spirit. Okay, now, you recall the link is from body, mind to spirit. And this will explain why there's so much human suffering in the world. Most of humanity lives here, in the mind. Forgetting about this part, our spirit. This is pure energy that vibrates at a frequency. But because most of humanity lives here, they have no idea what's going on here. To understand the vibrations here, rather than explain it as resonance frequency, which will make sense to nobody, I will use the map of consciousness by Dr. David Hawkins to explain it. All vibrations like energy and magnetism will attract. So if you're living in emotions that, well, let's call them negative attractions. Emotions like shame, guilt, apathy, hatred, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride. So this frequency that the spirit is vibrating at, which will cause the mind to think thoughts according to that frequency. And then the body will act accordingly, creating that reality. And thus, the lower level consciousness, lower vibration of this energy will create the evil in the world that we see today. It can't be helped. That is why the Buddha said the only sin is ignorance. And that is incidentally why forgiveness is so important, because they know not what they do. Jesus said that. Similarly, if the spirit vibrates at positive energies like courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, unconditional love, joy, peace, and ultimately enlightenment, the mind will think similar thoughts. The body acts accordingly, creating the reality that you want. This really is string theory leading up to spirituality. It is not a religion, but it is the truth.